The Malay Muslim unity movement is a step backward for a nation moving forward. Why race-based unity threatens Malaysia's pluralistic identity and democratic future, by AZLAN ADNAN, MA Sty. The launch of the Malay Muslim unity movement on the 24th of May 2025, backed by right-wing NGO Perkasa and a network of conservative allies, marks a troubling moment for Malaysia. Framed as an effort to unify the Malay Muslim community, the movement, in fact, risks undermining the inclusive, pluralistic values that have long held our diverse society together. Beneath its call for solidarity lies a vision of the nation that is narrow, exclusionary, and alarmingly regressive. Unity, when grounded in shared values and mutual respect, is vital to national cohesion. But unity built on exclusion is not unity. It is dominance. The Malay Muslim unity movement advances a zero-sum narrative that the advancement of Malays and Muslims requires the marginalization of others. It is a narrative fueled not by confidence, but by fear. This kind of politics is not new. It draws from a familiar script, claiming cultural erosion, minority encroachment, and existential threats to the Malay Muslim identity. It collapses Malayness into a single, rigid template, ethnically uniform, religiously orthodox, politically monolithic. It leaves no room for the rich diversity of experiences and perspectives that exist within the Malay community itself, much less across Malaysia's wider multicultural landscape. The endorsement of Perkasa, known for its combative rhetoric and majoritarian agenda, offers little reassurance. This is not a cultural renaissance. It is an attempt to rebrand racial and religious supremacy under the guise of communal empowerment. Such politics do not heal. They divide. They do not uplift. They isolate. Malaysia's strength has never lain in uniformity. It lies in our ability to coexist, imperfectly, yes, but with a collective commitment to a shared national identity. Our history of independence and development is not a tale of segregation, but of cooperation across racial, religious, and linguistic boundaries. The launch of this movement threatens to unravel that social contract and replace it with a politics of grievance and exclusion. Equally concerning is the invocation of Islam as a political shield. Islam, a faith rooted in justice, mercy, and inclusivity, is here deployed to serve a narrow nationalist agenda. The movement offers little theological depth or moral leadership. Instead, it uses religious identity as a boundary marker, defining who belongs and who does not. This instrumentalization of Islam corrodes public discourse and narrows the spiritual and intellectual richness of the religion. It turns faith into a tool for division rather than a force for unity. The consequences are already visible. Social cohesion is fraying. Interethnic trust is fragile. Young Malaysians, especially the urban and globally aware, are increasingly disillusioned by the persistence of race-based politics. Malaysia's standing as a model of moderate, Muslim-majority democracy is under serious strain. What we need today is not tribal posturing, but inclusive nation-building. Malay identity and Malaysian identity are not at odds. Islam and multiculturalism are not incompatible. We must reject the false choice between protecting cultural heritage and embracing diversity. The real task is to reimagine national unity as something more expansive, more generous, built on the principle that no community must be diminished for another to rise. Legitimate concerns within the Malay community, economic insecurity, educational disparities, and cultural preservation require serious, inclusive solutions, not slogans, not scapegoats. We need policies grounded in equity, governance built on integrity, and leadership guided by vision, not fear. The Malay Muslim Unity Movement claims to be charting a path forward. In truth, it is anchoring us to the past. If Malaysia is to move forward, united, prosperous, and just, we must rise above narrow identity politics and recommit ourselves to a future that includes us all. A heartfelt light. To every soul whose hand did give, you've helped me dream, helped me live. In darkest hours your light came through, with hearts so kind, so pure, so true. Your gifts, like stars in deepest night, have steered me gently toward the light. Each coin, each word, each silent prayer, a thread of hope so rich, so rare. My eyes once dimmed now seek the skies, and slowly clearer visions rise. Because of you, I dare to see the world again, its grace, its plea. Your compassion's flame will not just stay with me alone. It lights the way for others wandering through despair to feel the warmth of selfless care. You've shown what love in action means, in quiet ways through giving scenes. You've built a bridge from soul to soul and made the broken feel more whole. So let this thanks rise like a song, a melody both soft and strong. May your example gently call more hearts to rise to give. To fall into the joy of lifting pain, of planting hope where none remains. Your kindness walks beside me still, a light, a love, a living will.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.